Welcome, horror fans, to our American Horror Story review.
Yes.
Murder House.
Murder.
So really, what did you think of the episode?
Well, it was Flashback City.
Okay. Items that I loved really quick, first and foremost, was the tour.
Right, I love the tour.
How hilarious is that, you guys? There was something so special about it because it ventured into the realm, if I may, of the satirical. Did it not?
She actually goes on the tour.
She goes on the... It was hilarious with the sunglasses. You know, because we were going to suddenly we were in this whole other murder.
Yeah, that was weird.
And it was like this hate crime. But then all of a sudden she's on the murder tour.
And then, I don't know, again, something happens and there's a lot of stuff with babies in this episode. And
Well, let's break it down.
yeah.
Okay, open on. Who called it last week? I told you she done killed that girl.
She did, but I didn't know it was going to be rape, though.
Look, there's so many tones to this show, and sometimes I walk away and I'm not sure how I feel about it because I don't know if they know what they're doing or if it's like accidentally amazing moments like the tour. But with that is like a horror trope, as we know. I mean, horror stories are in general moralizing tales.
Right.
You know, and they've sort of evolved over the years. But so it's taking this idea that it turned on its head last week with the idea of like, oh, it's not the good girl's going to get stabbed. And this week it's like, well, you can have sex, but not with someone else's man. Then you're going to die.
Right.
Because they both died this episode.
Yeah, I mean, I like, too, we found out about, the maid Moira's eye.
Yeah.
What happened there, right through the eye. And Jessica Lange's just doing a great job with her act. I love she's just like, well, I'm a good shot. Every time I see that eye of yours, I remember I'm a good shot. She's great.
Damn right she is. And so the eye, I mean, and that's it. Shot right through the eye for having slept with the man. Because even though it was against her will in that moment, and we saw this vulnerability in her, she had done it.
Yeah, willingly the first time, it sounds like.
Right. And then, of course, we have Hayden in the present day that not only had the affair, but was making a stink about it. She got killed.
Right.
By Burn Man actor.
Yeah, who can dig a mean hole. That one arm. He's just digging, man. 6 feet, just digging.
I also have to say, I love the fact that he needed headshots.
It's Hollywood. Everybody wants to be a star. It's the places where dreams are made.
Is that? Those are the moments that I'm like, this show is genius, and I don't care what you say. It's like hilarious. I need $1,000 for a headshot.
He's so serious about it too. It was like, you'll give me that $1,000 now? I mean, after I did take care of all your problems for you.
Also, Dylan McDermott be a gazebo building fool. How fast did that thing go up?
This guy's just multi-talented. The guy's a psychiatrist.
He could build a gazebo.
Yeah, give him a show on, the Home and Garden Network. He's just doing work.
He is an accomplished liar.
Like, who is this guy? Yeah, and the wife comes out with some iced tea. Oh, honey, you're doing such a good job.
I know,
just
and then
looking. He's like, yeah, I know it.
Yeah, like
I know it.
Like, all of a sudden, they're like a vacation spot commercial. He's handling the stress very well of inadvertently having gotten his pregnant mistress killed.
And poor guy. I mean, what's he? So is the maid giving him something? Sounds like.
So Jessica Lange, who I think they did CGI to make her look younger.
Maybe, yeah,
than they
right,
had to,
right.
And also quite well done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Look great. So Jessica Lange killed Moira and her husband. We don't know what happened after that, but Moira is now stuck. She can't let go. She's stuck in this reality. But Jessica Lange feels that she's stuck too. They're stuck together.
Right.
This is almost like, then it becomes kind of like Sartre at a moment. It's like no exit. They're stuck in this hell together, this hell house, murder house. and then of course, what happened to the husband. But now we also know that the boy is dead.
Right.
Because the realtor couldn't see him. She's waving at him and she's going, why isn't he, Jessica Lange, Constance is waving at him going, why isn't he waving back? And it's because the realtor's there.
Right.
And he can't be seen by the realtor because he's a ghosty. Then on the murder tour, we go back to the Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Doctor number 1 in Hell House, the one who was making the science experiments that he liked so much.
Little baby feet. And it seems like the wife was just as crazy as he was in a sense. I mean, I think they were performing old school abortions and bring these, these girls into his work area. I mean, she was the one actually bringing them in and then taking them down to their husband.
Right, and your point was that's where the babies in the jar came
Right.
from,
Yeah.
probably.
Right.
So, however, I will say this: he did sound just a little bit like Gene Wilder to me when he first was like, "I'm working here."
I was
When's
like,
Igor
what's up
gonna
with the
come
accent?
out?
You're from L.A. or
I
okay?
would've- But then I thought it was I have such mixed feelings about it because like 90% of the people they're talking to are dead.
Right.
They don't know. They're all very strange. And I wasn't sure if they had given away almost too much in the episode.
Yeah, I mean, they just revealed, it seems like they revealed so many different, backstories that we've been wondering about. But then on top of it, they introduced a new backstory with the doctor, with his wife, with people who originally built the home. So I'm all for the, everything that's going on in the show, all the sporadic, elements that are happening. But at the same time, it's like it might have almost been too much this episode, I thought.
I thought it
Maybe
might.
too much.
I thought they might have gone too far in terms of the revelations. I will say that the tolerance level for Strange is extraordinarily high.
yeah.
Like she was like, "Well, this woman was in my kitchen and then she disappeared." I also might note that she was wearing clothing from the 20s and didn't seem to comprehend modern technology in
Right.
a reasonable fashion. But no, she just lets it go.
And even, Dylan McDermott's character, just Ben gets, he witnesses his ex-lovers, getting murdered in front of him, and then he goes and builds a gazebo.
Yeah.
It's like
to cover it up.
To cover it up, yeah.
Yeah,
of
but
course,
so they're sort of handling it very, very a little too well for
Right.
me. I would like to see them shaken up a little bit more by the situations, but I'm still totally addicted.
Well, I'm in, yeah. I'm definitely want to see how this is going to end up. I want to know how they're going to wrap up all these plot lines. I got to see how this is going to work out.
I mean, I feel like the writers have laid some really interesting threads, and I want to see how they're going to bring it all together because I feel like Velofta Brady was an experiment of the doctors, and now they've introduced this idea that the dead babies from
Right.
the abortions are sort of haunting the place.
I thought it was really interesting too, because we were wondering like how are they going to get these people to stay in the house? They got to leave. Well, stress being the number one cause, because she had some bleeding, but of course, as the doctor explained, that's perfectly normal. And she's like, "Well, we're trying to sell the house." She's like, "No, you can't move. No strenuous activity. You need to stay in the house." So
Well, stress, money, because they
Yeah.
can't afford to move, and then the third, which is part of the stress. But then the third thing is that the daughter has now said, "I'm going to run away." So I feel like the show
Right.
creators were like, we're not just going to be one, but we're going to give you 15 different reasons why you can accept that this couple is staying in this
Right.
damn house in the midst of all of this. Which, you know what? You know me. I'm a horror fan. I was going to judge you if you didn't do it.
right. So I'm glad at least they threw it out there. They gave us a reason.
Yeah. Well, it's enough for me to kind of chew on and go like, I'll buy it.
I'll buy it for another season. I'll buy it for the season.
I'll buy it
yeah.
for a season. After that, you're going to have to get some new people up in that house.
Right. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's what we thought. Tell us what you think. Did you love the episode? Did you see any clues? Leave your comments below here on Think Hero or on the Think Hero YouTube account. Make sure to subscribe to the Think Hero YouTube account. You can follow Think Hero on Twitter at Think Hero.
Myself, I'm at Griffin DE.
And I am J. Ross T.